And Vigilante is a game that I did cover in the past, so I will roll that footage for you in a second here. But the new expansion is going to be adding a ton of new content to the game. There's going to be new scenarios, heroes, villains, identities, equipment, and even new abilities. But there's also going to be new ways to play the game. There's going to be a new 2-player mode, as well as a bunch of new ones that are going to be doubling the number of modes that you can play. And the free will scenario is just an example of one of these where it does introduce a bit of deduction into the game, because at the start of the scenario, each player is going to be able to choose one of 3 hidden identities. These identities also determine the criteria that you're trying to get into place in order to win the game. But this also gives the other players the opportunity to try and deduce what exactly you are trying to do, so that they can prevent you from doing that while also trying to achieve their specific criteria. Like I said, they're doubling the amount of these, so there's some other scenarios here as well. But what they're also adding to the game is a new layers card. And these are really interesting because these give exclusive ongoing actions and abilities to the players that get them, making the players more powerful as the game goes on. But these cards can also stack with effects from cards in your hand, creating a whole bunch of unique combination possibilities. Like I said, I did cover the original game previously, so if you're interested to know how the core game actually plays and how this expansion is going to be adding to that, I'll just go ahead and roll that previous footage for you now. And this is a game where players are going to be building up a team of heroes in order to take out villains. This is a semi-cooperative game with hidden alignments, and depending on your alignment, you're going to have some different objectives to win the game. Players can either be good, evil, or neutral. If you're good, you're going to want to be taking out a certain number of villains depending on player count. And if you're evil, your objective is to just prevent the good players from reaching their goal before the end of the game. And if you're neutral, then you have your own unique win condition, and you can actually win with any other players. But you may be interfering with their goals and adding chaos throughout the game. In this game, players are going to be choosing a scenario and performing different actions to recruit heroes, fight villains, heal their heroes, and draw new item cards to help them along the way. At the end of each round, all players are going to roll a set of dice in secret behind their player shield, and then they're going to choose one die to add to the event track. New events will get added throughout the game, adding some new options, and since this is a hidden identity game, it's going to be up to the players to try and figure out which other players are working with them or working against them.